Okay, so the Bible tells us that we must not give any place to the devil, which immediately suggests that there are certain things that we can do that give place to the devil. Now, the question that we should be asking ourselves are, what are the things that we can do that give place to the devil? Ephesians chapter number 4, verse number 27, the Bible tells us, neither give place to the devil. Now, you see, sometimes people can give place to the devil intentionally or unintentionally. Sometimes certain activities open us to some sort of attack from the enemy, and some of the activities, on the contrary, help us away from such. Now, the Bible wouldn't tell us give no place to the devil if we could not give any place to the devil. Now, there are several things that we can do that can give place to the devil. Now, remember, this is a legalistic enemy that we have here. So he goes all his way to find ways on how he can accuse the brethren. Now, this is what I would like to bring to your attention. If the Bible says we must not give place, we must find ways of how not to give place to the devil. Now, here are some things that we can work on that we do not give place to the devil. Number one, we have to be careful what we listen to, okay? Because based on what we listen to, we can either open or close doors to the enemy. Number two, also, we must be careful what we watch. I've heard some people use terminologies like the eye gates. I wouldn't go as far as that, but based from what I have learned is that we can actually open up certain things in ourselves through what we watch. So we must be careful what we listen to, and we must be careful what we watch. But this last part is, for me, actually not this last part, because I think another important part is we must be careful what we meditate on. What do we think about? You know, the Bible tells us that we must not conform to the standards of the world, but we must have our minds renewed by the washing of the word. So we have to work on our software, you know. The hardware is fine. We just need to work on our software. We need to get the renewal of the mind. And the last part, not that it's only exclusive these four, but the last one is the Bible tells us that we must guard our hearts with all diligence, because out of it flows the issues of life. Now, it is very important for us to know how to guard our hearts, because if we are vulnerable with our hearts, and what is the easiest way for our hearts to get attacked and so on? Relationships, right? Friendships and relationships. So we need to be careful the type of people we keep around us, because the Bible also tells us that evil communication corrupts good manners. So the company that we keep can either lead us to God or lead us away from God. So this is what I wanted to bring to your attention. If the Bible says we must not give place to the devil, we must make sure that we do that all we can to keep him out. Okay? And as you do that, and as you seek God, and as you seek direction on how you can keep the enemy out, may God keep you, may He bless you, and may His face shine upon you now and forever in Jesus' name.